Listen to me. If you are retired or you are getting ready to hand in your notice and step into the best years of your life, we need to have a serious, unfiltered reality check about where you are putting your hard-earned money. Every single day, I hear from people just like you who say, "Susie, my kids told me to download this thing called Cash App. They say it's easy. They say everyone is using it. They want me to use it to send money for the grandkids' birthdays." And so you do it. You download the app on your smartphone, you see that bright green screen, and you think, okay, this is just a digital wallet. But let me tell you something, Cash App is no longer just a simple little app to send $20 to your neighbor. It has quietly evolved into a massive, powerful financial ecosystem that mimics a bank. It lets you deposit your government checks, it offers you a debit card, it gives you a savings account, and it even lets you buy stocks and cryptocurrency with the push of a button. And that is exactly where the danger lies. Because when an app makes moving money as easy as sending a text message, it is also making it easier than ever for you to make a catastrophic financial mistake with your retirement nest egg. I want you to stop and think about the fear that keeps so many seniors awake at night. It is the fear of being scammed, the fear of losing control, and the fear of outliving your money. When you use a traditional brick-and-mortar bank, you know where to go if something goes wrong. You walk into the branch, you look someone in the eye, and you demand answers. But what happens when your money disappears into the digital ether of a phone app? Who do you call? Where do you go? You need to ask yourself the ultimate question. Do you actually know how Cash App works, what it is doing with your money, and where the traps are waiting for you? If you don't, you are playing financial roulette with your financial freedom. Let's look at the features you absolutely must know about, starting with their savings feature. Cash App now offers a savings account that pays an interest rate around 3.25%. Now, on the surface, you look at that and you think, wow, Susie, that's way better than the 0.01% my local traditional bank is giving me on my checking account. Yes, it is. But let's look at the fine print. To even qualify for that higher interest rate, Cash App requires you to set up a direct deposit of at least $300 a month into their app, or you have to use their debit card regularly. If you don't do that, your interest rate drops right back down to next to nothing. But here is what really breaks my heart. Even at 3.25%, you are leaving money on the table. Right now, high-yield savings accounts at fully regulated, legitimate online banks are offering over 4%. Why would you settle for less interest on an app when you could be earning maximum yield elsewhere? When you are retired, every single dollar of interest matters. Your money needs to be working as hard for you as you worked for it during your entire career. Then there is the issue of security and insurance. This is a question I get asked constantly. Susie, is my money safe in Cash App? Here is the truth. Cash App itself is not a bank. It is a financial technology platform. They partner with actual banks, like Wells Fargo and Lincoln Savings Bank, to hold your money. If you set up a savings account or a cash card debit card, your funds are covered by FDIC insurance up to $250,000 through those partner institutions. That means if the partner bank goes under, the government protects your cash. Traditional banks have fraud departments that can sometimes flag, freeze, or reverse suspicious wire transfers. With Cash App, once you hit that send button, that cash has left the building, and the chances of you getting it back from their customer support are slim to none. This brings me to the absolute worst mistake you can make on this platform, using Cash App to buy stocks or Bitcoin. The app makes it look so incredibly simple. They show you a little chart, they show you a button that says buy, and they tell you that you can invest with as little as $1. They're gamifying your retirement. They're turning investing into a video game. Listen to me. If you are in retirement or on the verge of it, you do not have the time to recover from a massive market downturn caused by speculating on highly volatile digital currencies or individual stocks on a smartphone app. You should not be buying Bitcoin or day trading stocks on an app while you are watching television. Investing for retirement requires a serious, diversified strategy managed through a fiduciary brokerage account, not a casual tap on a green screen while you're bored. The fees they charge for these crypto and stock trades might look small, but they eat away at your returns, and the lack of comprehensive tax reporting tools inside the app can create a massive nightmare for you when April 15th rolls around. So, what is the actionable takeaway here? What do I want you to do right now? First, if you are going to use Cash App to send money to family members, you must treat it like physical cash. You would never walk down a crowded city street and hand an envelope full of $100 bills to a total stranger, would you? Of course not. So do not send money on Cash App to anyone you have not met in person and verified completely. Double check, triple check the username, what they call the cash tag, before you send even one single dollar. Second, do not use Cash App as your primary bank account. Do not have your Social Security checks or your pension payments direct deposited into Cash App just to chase a 3.25% savings rate. Take those big, critical monthly checks and deposit them into a real, established financial institution, either a traditional bank or a credit union where you have access to robust, human customer service. If you want a high interest rate, open a dedicated high-yield savings account at a top-tier online bank that gives you maximum yield without making you jump through hoops or spend money on a debit card to get it. Third, go into your Cash App settings right now and turn on every single security feature available. Enable the PIN lock, enable Touch ID or Face ID, and turn on real-time text notifications for every transaction. If anyone tries to access your account, you need to know about it the exact second it happens. Your financial security in retirement depends on your willingness to protect what you have built. Do not let convenience blind you to risk. Be smart, be safe, and protect your hard-earned cash.